eyes, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Hola chicos, bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Alan Wake. Vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa en el siguiente. A ver, a mí personalmente me está gustando porque tiene ahí una trama un poco de intriga. Así que bueno, pues vamos a ver lo que pasa. Vosotros ya me diréis si las visualizaciones y demás, si os gusta, si queréis que lo continúe o qué. Así que bueno, vamos allá. Continuamos con el capítulo. Cargamos. La única pena es esa, que no hay... Bueno, nos ha dejado aquí en el bar. Ya sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer. Vamos a ver. Hay que examinar. Respecto al otro capítulo he decidido hacerlo con el ratón. Vale. Nos pide que pongamos el jukebox. Vamos allá. Tiene la sensibilidad muy alta esto. Vamos a ver. Vamos a hacer aquí que tiene un poquito menos. Bueno, vamos a ver. Cogemos esto.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
You don't want to die, do you? Worse. I warned Carl Stucky about it, but he didn't listen.
Vamos a
I
ver.
didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky.
¿Qué nos dice? Que hay oscuridad.
The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello?
A ver.
Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
joder.
he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in.
Qué personaje más siniestro, ¿no?
I insist.
Algo le ha dicho de la esposa. Vamos a ver.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Vale, hay que salir de aquí.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
The Andersons, they're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Adiós. Vamos a ver. La mujer.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Bueno, a ver.
There was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
A las montañas, el paisaje es alucinante, ¿eh?
But that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
Es una pena, ya os vuelvo a repetir, que no, aunque serían los subtítulos en español, perdonad, sigo con la garganta un poquito tocadita. Bueno, esperemos que YouTube no nos censure el vídeo por copyright de música.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Vamos a ver.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark.
Bird-like cabin is an idyllic, a little rundown but nevertheless beautiful cabin nestled in a small island on the Cauldron Lake. But not all about it is as it seems. You see, in the 70s there was a big eruption and the whole island sank and it took down
Cuervos.
so it shouldn't really exist, yet somehow it does. The original idea for the bird-like cabin was that it was actually alive, that it would roam about in the forests at night, rising onto its legs that would at daytime look like bird-leg shaped roots sticking out from under it.
Vamos a ver.
In the end, the story
Let's
evolved
take a
into
look
having
inside.
the name of bird-like cabin simply derived from the peculiar shape of the island and also from the frontal facade of the building, where
It's dark in
a
there.
chimney which looks like a beak
Can you figure out how
and
to get
two
the power
round
on?
windows looked like its face and two porches,
Oh,
one on either side, looked like its wings.
¿Se oye el ruido hacia arriba?
Anyone here?
Eso sí lo he oído.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBFSM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose. The power cable goes to that shed over there.
Vamos a ver. No sé si subir arriba. Ah, vale, hay que encender la luz. Creo que es lo que pone.
There's probably a fuse box or a generator in the shed.
Vamos a ver.
The island had once been the site for a love story.
Una historia de
Maybe it
amor.
would be that again.
Una hacha oxidada. Me imagino que habrá que entrar aquí. Vamos a ver. Aquí, por aquí no.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Bueno, ahí lo tenemos.
The lights are on. Good work, honey.
freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
Vamos a ver. Es un poquito lento, pero sí, es un bonito paraíso, sí.
Sleep here and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
We spend a lot of time talking about Alice in the game, but we don't actually see
¿Y dónde Alice?
because she disappears.
Vamos a ver.
That's why it was very important for us to establish her as a major force in Wake's life in the very beginning of the game. Their relationship is very interesting because Alice is actually a lot smarter and stronger than Wake is. She's capable of manipulating him and is quite willing to do so if need be. That's how they end up at the Cauldron Lake in the first place.
Alice?
But what she does out of love. She really just wants to help him. And he does need all that help because he kind of falls apart without her. She's a lot stronger than that. She could survive without him, but I'm not sure if Wake could ever live without Alice.
Vamos a ver, examinamos ahí. Está muy limpio.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
El estudio será... A ver.
Surprise!
Oh,
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn,
past...
Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Huh?
Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alan Wake has a lot of problems. His marriage is failing. He's suffering from the results of extremely poor impulse control, and frankly, the guy is a bit of a dick. He's not a bad writer. He's definitely a decent one, and obviously he's been very successful. But you know, it's probably not a coincidence that the moment he sets out to write is really good.
Alice? Alice?
Madre mía.
Oh no!
Va, es una historia tenebrosa, ¿eh?
Alice?
Es tenebrosa, ¿eh?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had
What?
woken from one nightmare and entered
What?
another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find
Nos
help.
hemos quedado sin móvil.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Designing the environments, we are making full use of the diversity of nature in Pacific Northwest region. In this episode, we find Alan Wake crashed in a car, unable to climb back to the road, and facing a long hike through the forest.
Aquí está cortado esto.
The area is a rocky, forested valley. He has to go through a logging site,
El teléfono, vamos a ver.
marshland that follows the bottom of the valley, and a river crossing. In the end, there is a vintage old gas station to explore, so really, it's visually very interesting.
Hello?
Vamos a la luz.
Hello? Someone there?
¿Hay alguien aquí? Hojas. ¿Qué es lo que pone? El problema es que no lo vamos. Bueno, yo por lo menos no lo entiendo.
Paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it.
Bah.
In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Bueno, vamos a llegar. Vamos a ver. Esto nos dice aquí.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was...
Vale, tenemos que seguir. No, al revés. Me he cansado a lo tonto. Me he perdido. Bueno, vamos a ver si llegamos a la estación. Y ahí paramos hasta el siguiente capítulo. Bueno, algo va a pasar aquí. Cada vez que salen estos.
One of our most important concepts in the entire game, and that stuff was actually really difficult to write because you know, you don't have a lot of space there. You have a couple of paragraphs, and you kind of need to be able to tell a little story there.
Yeah, and I also think that the manuscript pages are a big part of the whole Alan Wake experience. While it also tells lots about the world itself, it also gives you a really deep history of different characters in the game.
Yeah, and it feels kind of natural too because you know, we sort of made the pages a part of the whole thing. They're not just sort of, you know, random things in the, you know, sort of, you know, on the sideline, but they're actually something that's really a part of the plot because they really are the plot.
Exactly, and I especially like the idea how certain pages actually predict some events that are going to occur in the future.
Yeah, we do a lot of foreshadowing there, but it's not, you know, we don't really do the kind of a thing where we sort of, you know, hint at something. We actually come right out and flat out, you know, say it, because that's sort of, we want to prove the player that, you know, what's written on the pages actually literally happens in the game.
Yeah, it's really cool when that happens, if somebody actually reads.
Hey! Hey, you! Failed! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square.
Joder, qué susto me ha pegado. La puñetera su madre. Madre mía, esto lo tengo que subir para prohibido menores. Ay, esto es lo del principio. Vamos a ver.
During your trying, it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven. Help let you do.
Yes.
One stone.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
And
Hello? Hello?
level down.
This is bad.
Even though most of the enemies are weapons, some of them are able to use range weapons as well. I think it's way cooler that somebody's throwing stuff at you instead of shooting. Or maybe I just thought of that in my previous games.
Concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. I was dreaming. It felt real enough to make me sick.
Es que no sé para dónde tengo que ir, a ver. Vaya.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Bueno.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to...
Vaya. Me he caído.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find it.
Wake's newfound fear of water is a result of his plunge into Cauldron Lake. Of course, at this point in the story, he doesn't know what happened to him, he doesn't remember any of it. but you know, on some subconscious level he knows that he's been violated, and he associates that with the water.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me. The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way. There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site. With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Buah, me está costando. Vaya. A ver si ahí. Vamos a ver. Vaya. Ah, qué rabia. Pero bueno, porque no puedo subirle, a ver. Yo creo que ahí, a ver. No sé. Vale. Bueno, hala.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Bueno, chicos, lo voy a dejar aquí porque es un poquito tarde. Pero bueno, tenemos aquí el punto. Así que, bueno, ya me diréis a ver lo que os parece. Y bueno, a mí me está resultando la verdad que interesante. Así que, pues nada, hasta un siguiente capítulo. Y seguimos con el miedo en el cuerpo. Adiós.